In just a few months, the last wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass will be released. And when that happens, we can finally put this game to rest and start speculating on the next entry in the Mario Kart series. Before I start, I just want to say I feel like Nintendo sees Mario Kart Tour as like Mario Kart 9. So I think the next console Mario Kart should be called Mario Kart X. Mostly because it sounds cool. Anyway, this is some stuff I'd like to see in the new game. Obviously, the main part of Mario Kart is the courses, so we'll start with those. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is going to finish with 96 courses. I don't think Mario Kart X has to have that many, especially right off the bat, but I definitely think we should get a fair amount. Some new ideas for nitros that I'd like to see would be more Mario references, something like World Bowser from 3D World, or New Donk City or Luncheon Kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey. I really like seeing Mario references in Mario Kart, like Yoshi's Island, for example. We could also have some sort of Mario Galaxy track, since Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite video games of all time. We could have like Gusty Garden Galaxy or Freeze Flame Galaxy. Also, the upcoming Super Mario Bros. Wonder has some really interesting looking themes, so I feel like Nintendo could use lots of those themes as Mario Kart tracks in the future. Another type of track I'd like to see is ones where you're shrunk down, like Squeaky Clean Sprint or Ribbon Road. We could have like a living room track, or like a track that's inside of like a store, like a department store or like a grocery store. And we could have like a kitchen track where you drive through someone's kitchen, maybe through like the sink, through the fridge, all that fun stuff. And finally, I'd like to see some crossover tracks. We have Animal Crossing and Hyrule Circuit. We also have Mute City and Big Blue. First off, I'd like to see more of F-Zero. I'd also like to see a Kirby track and a Sonic track, which will make more sense later when we get to the characters. I think it would be a cute reference if we had a Sonic track with rings instead of coins. Regarding the retro tracks, the one I want the most is Airship Fortress, which got robbed out of the Booster Course Pass. I also would love Delfino Square and Luigi's Mansion, also from Mario Kart DS. And I also would like to see DS Bowser's Castle. It's always been one of my favorites. I'd also like to see more Bowser's Castles in general, since we really didn't get many at all in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'd also like to see Mario Kart 7's Maka Woohoo and Woohoo Loop kind of combined into one track. I don't really see them bringing them both back, but I just really want something reminiscent of Wii Sports Resort Woohoo Island. Also from Mario Kart 7, Shy Guy Bazaar would be cool. I really enjoyed the remake of GBA Riverside Park in the Booster Course Pass, so I think Lakeside Park also deserves that treatment. From Double Dash, I was thinking DK Mountain or Dino Dino Jungle if they don't make it into the Booster Course Pass. As it stands, most people think we're going to get DK Mountain, so I want Dino Dino Jungle in the next Mario Kart if it doesn't make it into the Booster Course Pass. Also from Double Dash is Wario Coliseum. Then from Wii, I would like Toad's Factory, and Wii Rainbow Road if it doesn't make it into the Booster Course Pass. At this point, I'm thinking we might get GCN Rainbow Road instead. And lastly, if Mario Kart 8 tracks return, which I'm not sure if they would or not, but if they do, a few highlights are Mount Wario, Electrodrome, Shy Guy Falls, Cloud Top Cruise, and the F-Zero tracks, Mute City and Big Blue. The next big thing is characters and costumes. I expect that Mario Kart X will have lots of characters and unlockable costumes. Tour had this kind of thing going on with tons of characters and tons of costumes, so I don't see why Nintendo wouldn't just reuse those assets. For my dream roster, I have Mario, Luigi, Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Yoshi in all his colors, Toad, Toadette, Wario, Waluigi, Bowser, Bowser Jr., Nabbit, Birdo in all her colors, Koopa, Drybones, Hammer Bro, Charging Chuck, Spike, Boom Boom, Pom Pom, Monty Mole, King Bob-omb, King Boo, Petey Piranha, Wiggler, Kamek, Shy Guy in all his colors, Lakitu, Poochie, Glydon, Cappy, Donkey Kong, Funky Kong, Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, Rob, Gino, Professor EGAT, Pauline, Link, Inkling, Isabelle, Captain Falcon, Luma, Kirby, Sonic, and all of the babies into one slot. Ignore how Baby Mario is down there. He wasn't meant to be at that spot, but I forgot about him when I was making this. And I was missing one character at the end, and I realized it was the babies, so I mean that really goes to show how unnecessary they are, but I know there are fans of the babies out there, so we'll keep them in. As you can see, there are some characters that are missing, but I think that some of those characters can just be alts or costumes. For example, Tanuki Mario, Gold Mario, and Metal Mario would all just be under Mario himself. Now you might be thinking, Metal and Gold Mario have different weight classes than Mario. I don't really care. I don't really see how this would be that big of a problem. You would just get a different weight class when you select the character. Also, Cat Peach and Pink Gold Peach, they're not here, they're under Peach. You know, no one really likes Pink Gold Peach, but just gotta bring her back anyway. Under Bowser would be Dry Bowser, and under Bowser Jr. would be all of the Koopalings with their different weight classes. Peachette, who is coming in Wave 6, she would just be under Toadette. If she wasn't there, I'm not sure if anyone would really miss her, but next we have Paratroopa, which would just be under Koopa. And then Mario Kart 8's version of King Boo could just be under Luigi's Mansion King Boo, if anyone wants to play as that version for some reason. Sorry, I'm not dissing you if that's your favorite character or anything, I just think the Luigi's Mansion one is like a cooler design. And for newer costumes and alts, I think an obvious one would be Captain Toad and Captain Toadette, which would obviously just be alts for those two characters. Along with that would be the different colors of Toad, like Yellow Toad and Blue Toad. And for Hammer Bro, he would obviously have his other alts, like the Fire, the Ice, Boomerang Bro. I'd also like to see some more power-up suits for Mario and Luigi, like the propeller suit or the penguin suit, for example. And then you see that there are a few more crossover characters, being Captain Falcon, Kirby, and Sonic. Sonic is not a Nintendo character, but I just think it would be cool if he was in the game. I think it would be cool if Nintendo and Sega did a sort of crossover, where, you know, I was talking about the Sonic track earlier. We could have a Sonic character, Sonic track, and maybe even some Sonic kart parts. And same with Kirby. He is a Nintendo character, but yeah, I was thinking he could have a Kirby track, as I was saying earlier, and maybe some kart parts for him as well. Captain Falcon just deserves to be here. His tracks are in the game with like the F-Zero tracks. He even has his car in the game, but he is still not there, so he definitely deserves to be in the next Mario Kart. The Inkling girl is there, and the Inkling boy is not. But don't worry, all of the alts are just under one Inkling girl. But we don't need two Inklings. As much as I love Splatoon, we don't need two of them taking up the space. And as I mentioned earlier, all the babies are under Baby Mario, so if you're a baby user, don't worry, they're all still there. As I mentioned earlier, I want to have lots of unlockable alts and costumes. I think this would really increase the replayability of the game. And I also think it would be cool if you started with more basic characters like Mario and Luigi and the princesses, Yoshi, Toad, and you could just like unlock those characters by playing more. So ways that you could unlock characters and costumes would be winning cups, beating time trials, and then two new options, buying them at the shop, and beating challenges. Now we're going to be talking about just some new features and some little changes to the game. Starting off with the big new features that I really want to see. You know the coins that you collect in Mario Kart? You know how they're entirely useless apart from the small speed boost that they give you? I think that we should give coins a new use with a shop where you can buy kart parts, costumes, and characters and all that stuff. I'm not entirely sure how this would work, if items would like rotate every day or stay there forever and just all be there for you to collect. I don't think every single unlockable should be here, like, you know, like maybe Gold Mario would still have that elusive unlock process, but you know, just a select few things would be here for you to buy. I think mostly costumes would be here, and then kart parts. I think it would be cool if there was like a kart shop. And I think it would be really cool if you could buy loading screens and title screens from the shop. For example, in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, how there's like a Luigi loading screen, there's one of Rosalina, and One thing I thought was a really cool idea is you could buy old menu music. For example, the music that plays in Mario Kart DS on the menu, or Mario Kart 7 or Mario Kart Wii, whatever one is your favorite, you could buy that from the shop and set it to play on, in your menu. I don't know, I just think that would be a really cool idea. The other thing I brought up earlier was a challenge mode. One of the coolest things in Mario Kart DS was the mission mode, where you'd be assigned a task and then race on a course and complete the task. I want something like this back. You could collect a certain amount of coins, go through hoops, do boss battles, perform tricks, use items. If you guys have any cool ideas for challenges, definitely leave them in the comments below. I'd love to hear about them. And one more new thing I was thinking was reverse mode. This is basically what I thought mirror mode was. It would just be the track backwards. And this would take a bit of remodeling on Nintendo's part, where you can't go backwards because it's a cliff or a gliding section. So it would be a little bit of work, but I just think it would be so much fun. This could be played in all CCs, which brings me to my next little point. I think mirror mode should be also playable in all CCs. It's only playable in 150. I think it would be cool if there was mirror mode 200cc. And then finally, to finish off, I just have two little tweaks that I was thinking of. One important one is voting for CC online, because currently in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it just gets selected randomly. Me personally, I like playing 150cc, but for some people it's the complete opposite. They'd much rather play 200cc. It would be a good feature if you could vote for what CC you want, or if there were two separate lobbies, something like that. And finally, just a cute little feature, I think it would be cool if you could have a customizable online profile where you select your favorite character, your favorite track, your favorite cup maybe. Just put a bit of information about you and your favorite parts about Mario Kart, and that could be a nice social feature. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little speculation / hopes video. I believe that we're gonna get a new console very soon. So hopefully Mario Kart X or Mario Kart 10 or Mario Kart 9 or whatever you want to call it will come with that console very soon. I will be ranking all 96 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tracks when Wave 6 comes out. So if you're interested in seeing me do that, make sure to stick around. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, leave a like, comment about what you thought about this video, what features you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day or night.